SWAT team called into the Hamilton County Jail on Christmas Day. Good evening, I'm Josh Rowe. That happened after authorities were notified of what looked like guns in the hands of inmates. But those things that looked like guns turned out to be paper cutouts. Sydney Edwards joins us now with that story. Sydney.
Josh, the situation started with a video visitation chat. Now, much like a FaceTime, the inmates in the video you're about to see were talking with a citizen outside of the jail when that person saw the inmates holding what looked like guns.
So when the SWAT team rolls in there, they're not going into a Sunday school party.
The citizen on the other end of the video chat called the sheriff's office to tell them they were concerned guns were in the jail. Now, we've blurred that person to keep them anonymous.
They were afraid there was going to be something happen that might harm their friend, plus maybe innocent people, so that's why they made the call.
After SWAT arrived, Sheriff Jim Hammond says they found paper cutouts of guns, possibly from a magazine through mail.
The magazine got in there through a way I can't talk about now, and we don't allow just normal things like that to come in.
The department legally can't check that type of mail because it's under attorney-client privilege mail. Otherwise, the sheriff says it would not have been allowed.
Their full intent was to create the image that they had weapons.
You can see in the video what looks like 3 guns held by multiple inmates. Sheriff Hammond says the inmates told the citizen to record them during that video chat and post it on social media to scare people.
You assume everything is a real gun if it looks like a real gun until you can prove otherwise.
However, a parent of an inmate unrelated to the incident says during the search, the SWAT team went into her son's cell and beat up him and other inmates.
Our sons were beaten and shot with bing-bang guns and threatened. And that never should have happened.
Kathleen Muckle says her son now suffers an arm injury and needs to be taken in for an x-ray. However, Sheriff Hammond says everyone was properly checked out by the department's medical team.
Nobody required any kind of serious medical attention. The nurse on duty in the jail clinic did inspect them to make sure that everything was fine. Nobody had broken bones, broken legs.
Muckle says she called the department to tell them her son needs checked again. Sheriff Hammond says he answered some of those calls and says some people complained of SWAT manhandling them. Sheriff Hammond says manhandling is what the SWAT team does. And if a situation like that ever happened again, they would handle it exactly as they did on Christmas Day. Josh.
Well, thank you, Sydney. Sheriff Hammond says they'll be disciplined, and if it's up to the DA if they face any additional criminal charges.